Hey, wanted to shoot a quick video here in the backyard orchard. This is Grimes Golden right here. Dwarf, trellis, vertical axis. This is Gala. It's going to be ready in about a month. It is July 18th right now, so it's about 5 weeks away from picking. Typically, this is still a mystery tree. Don't know what that is, so. But the reason for this video is Williams Pride apple. Okay, again, this is Williams Pride on B9 rootstock. This is a trellis system. These trees are planted on about 6 foot spacings. And this is Williams Pride. This is the second year that I've gotten any kind of real Williams Pride crop. And last year I think I picked it a little bit late and it was soft. I've already picked most of the apples off of these trees. And if I had to add up the two, I'm going to say we're right at a bushel of apples I've gotten off of these two dwarf trees. And there's just a handful here that were not ripe yet that I left on that I decided to come out and get tonight. You can see the Williams Pride, and this is southern Indiana, zone 6. Really, this is about the color I like to pick it. This apple here is a little bit misshapen, and it's got a little bit of bug damage there, but it's a little misshapen. A fine eating apple. The Williams Pride, however, is a delicate apple to grow in this zone. From what I've found so far, it definitely needs to be picked earlier rather than later. And you can see the good color on this apple. And it does have some damage there. I found a little bit of bitter pit, and this is some bug damage there, so I'm not sure what we'll find if we cut into this apple, but the side of the apple that gets sunlight gets a good dark maroon color. I think it's going to depend on your zone at what time you're going to pick this apple. I picked them earlier this year, began picking right around July 4th really, and sampling them, and they were a good crisp tart apple. Not real sweet, but tart, and it would make a great pie. As a matter of fact, we did make an apple crisp with them. But I'm afraid if I leave them on the tree, they're just simply going to get soft. Last year I picked them when they were a good dark red, maybe the 1st of August, and they were soft. I don't care for a soft apple. This apple has got some problems. You can see that. So that's going to be deer food. Over here, look at this one. Coming off pretty easily. If you wanted to sell these, you'd probably want to get a little more color on them. Although it's a pretty apple, I think. It's a good sized apple. It's a handful. And these trees produced a pretty fair crop of them. Come over here and get this one. Yeah, they're good sized apples. They were really big apples last year as well. And I was tempted to try and overcrop the tree just to shrink the size of the apple down. I did notice a little bit of bitter pit with them. And I thought that might help that. So you can see how pretty this apple is. Williams Pride apple, okay. Zone 6, southern Indiana. It's a good apple. Not a great apple, but if you want an apple in July, it's a good apple, and you can make an apple pie in July with Williams Pride, not be disappointed. Again, these are two dwarf trees, and I'm going to have, let's just say I'm going to have a bushel of apples off of these two trees, and they're still not fully grown yet. So let's try a bite. Follow the juice for crunching. That's good. It's got a little more sweet than they had about a week ago. And color is good on this apple. Not overly crunchy at all, but not soft. Good apple. Okay. If you're looking for a July apple, again, this is Zone 6. We have been 90 plus, probably a good 10 days already this year. These apples are good. Problems with Williams Pride? Not many. It's a disease-resistant tree. No scab. I can't recall cedar apple rust, if I sprayed these trees for cedar apple rust or not. But it is a disease-resistant tree. And I have cut nips of fire blight out of it, but not much. So, looking for an apple to ripen early to pick for a summer apple pie. Try your hand with Williams Pride. That is not fire blight right there. That is wildlife damage. But as you can see, there's a fence over yonder, and the wildlife damage is coming to a halt. Oh, there'll still be some coons and possums get in here. But the whitetails, they're no longer going to feast in this orchard. Thanks for watching.